Who remembers even and odd functions from polynomials? What does it mean for something to be an even function, and what does it mean for something to be an odd function? Rebecca? So that's degree. And then we classified even and odd degrees with further classification as even function, odd function. Michael, do you know? Okay, Serena?
I think an odd function is like when the turning point passes through the like 0, 0, and then an even function is when it's like reflected on the axis of symmetry.
So, do you want to add to that?
It's something with the constant.
Okay, so even functions are symmetrical over the y-axis, right? So you guys don't need to draw this just yet, but if we have an even function, it will be symmetrical on either side of the y-axis. I could have stuff like this, right? As long as that line of symmetry is over the y-axis. So if we were to look at sine and cosine, we would actually notice that one of the functions is symmetrical on either side of the x-axis, or sorry, the y-axis, I should say. And which function is this? Bella? This is the cos function. So the cos function starts at a maximum point here, and then sort of gets, I'm drawing it poorly, but we can see that this is symmetrical on this side and symmetrical on this side. So the cos function is actually an even function. Okay, and the definition of this would be that if I plug in the cos of the positive version of an angle, so cos of theta, it's actually equal to the cos of the negative version of that same angle. That's the definition of even. This angle on this side, which is the positive version, will have the same y value as this angle on this side. So theta and negative theta, they both have the same y coordinate. Okay, let's look at sine. This is the sine graph. What do we notice about the sine graph? It's an odd function because it has point symmetry on 0, 0. If I were to rotate this 180 degrees, then it would be symmetrical on both sides. So sine is an odd function. Yeah?
With sine, like, there is no constant.
So, yeah, I mean, sine, the base sine function wouldn't have a constant anyways. But yes, if there was a shift up that or down, that would make it no longer odd. So basically what we're saying is that the sine of any positive angle will be equal to the opposite of the sine of any negative angle of that same value. So if I looked at, let's say, pi has a value of 1, whereas negative pi has a value of negative 1. Okay, so we're basically just saying the y's are opposites, but equal. Positive 1 and negative 1. For this one, we're saying the y's are the same, and for the positive version of the angle and the negative version of the angle. So that's it for even and odd functions. Point symmetry on the origin, that would be odd. We can rotate it 180 degrees. Even line symmetry on the y-axis, right? Okay, so we're going to take some time